so long it's like alchemy.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
And you knew there would be a storm to weather early on. Zaza, the quick turnover, and Danny Green was going early in transition. And tell me this dude ain't LeVar Ball's illegitimate son. Danny Green hitting threes all over the place. This time Kawhi driving, and really it was the offensive rebound. Matt Barnes got the start on Kawhi, no Patrick McCaw, but their size, their offensive rebounding here, you see 2 offensive tip-outs in 1 possession, results in another 3-ball, and it's 10-0 early in the Alamo. And it didn't look like we could withstand this first early punch. Timeout. Green with 3 threes in the first 5 minutes of the game. Look at Draymond lose him here in the corner. Draymond was very inactive early on in this game. Now it's 15-0, and it looked like it was over before it began. Spurs fans tasting that first seed. Steph finally, enough is enough. Step back 3-ball in Kawhi's face, and it's 15-3. And again, another bounce pass too close to each other. You can't make that pass. It's a rule of thumb in basketball. Kawhi, the step back jumper, and then look at him give the Westworld glare. Back in Westworld mode. We know you ain't real, Kawhi. Stop fronting. LaMarcus Aldridge, the ugly fat boy floater, but he was effective early on. JaVale McGee really struggled, man. Everybody that clamors for JaVale and how big of a game he had in Houston, in a game with high basketball IQ, JaVale, not the most cerebral of players, struggled very much. Steph, dancing with the ball, not going to let this happen. Iguodala came in and was huge to end the first quarter and kind of right the ship. He had 7 points in the final 2 minutes. Powell dancing, JaVale recovers, gets the shot block. But like I said, he really struggled. This was a positional game, an IQ game, not an athletic game. Iguodala behind the back, 2 hands in his face. It doesn't matter to end the first quarter. 17-33. You know, it really looked like it was over. Ian Clark, Matt Barnes realizing you got to take that first open shot against the Spurs. Gets away with one, David Lee. It should have been a 4-point play nonetheless. Matt Barnes, the 3-ball. Then Clay, just big boys Ginobili right in his face. No moves, just rises and shoots. Now, a lot of you may forget, David West came on as a mercenary for the Spurs last year, and it didn't work out as well. And he would have his biggest impact on the season. Barnes, great pass. I see hot from downtown. And all of a sudden, it's a 10-point game. Pop needs a timeout, and the Warriors starting to believe. Here we go, another screen from Clark. Clay this time in the corner. And then Livingston, like I said, their guards are just too small, whether it's Parker or Mills. They're both 6'2" at best. Livingston can get that shot whenever he wants. This time the and one. Here we go. Parker really just a shell of himself. They're gonna have to put him down after the season. And look at the gravity from Steph. He creates easy layup for Zaza. Livingston again, this time it's Mills, I believe, rises, same result. Parker struggling, results in a turnover. Look at Draymond pass the ball, and by this time you already know Clay's an equal opportunist. He sprays in everybody's face. And this is when you could really feel, here comes a heat check from Clay, doesn't get it, but look at the effort from Zaza. Steph finds the 3-point line and got it. And you can feel the air get sucked out of this arena, the AT&T Center. You know, it's that psychological blow. We took their biggest punch and answered. Steph again, another 3-ball. Powell and LaMarcus getting put repeatedly in these screens. Look at Powell wants no part of coming out on the perimeter. Steph, another one. How you gonna leave this man open? And then look at Powell here. He doesn't even need to move. Look at him waltz down the lane like it's the red carpet at the ESPY. Scoop at the rim. Too easy. Powell can't move his feet. And then look at JaVale. LaMarcus is right next to him, and he just loses him. This is where JaVale's just lack of concentration, and then the and one foul. Look at Aldridge like, man, I just want a cheeseburger. But then look at him with the steal here, and then like any good IG thotty, he gives it up early to get it back later. Then you see Ig here. Look at him flick back on the right stick. 2K. So he had that dropping all night, hands in the face, fading away. Here we go out in transition. Steph Curry, is he going to dunk it full speed? Barely gets it over the rim, but I'll take it from Steph. Ginobili, just like his hair, that first step, gone. The man, look at him, no separation. He used to be the fourth quarter closer for the better part of 2 decades. And then David West perfecting that over-the-top backdoor floating pass. This time it's Ian. Someone get Powell some Depends, because he's just being abused all over the court, looking senile as fuck trying to guard the perimeter. Now, David Lee had a nice fourth quarter for them, but it's ironic that all these years later, his elbow is still causing trauma to the Golden State Warriors as you see Klay takes one to the chops. Luckily, it wasn't LeBron, otherwise they may have needed an EMT. Klay quickly rises back to his feet, and then what do you expect him to do? No mercy. Quick triggers these fools. 2 hands in the face. It doesn't matter. 92-85. And again, David West, floater over the top. Another quick trigger. Ginobili knocked out of the play by the physicality and athleticism. Pop timeout. He's probably going to go drown a box of kittens after this one because he knows they physically cannot match up. And then Kawhi, Mr. MVP, where are you at in the fourth quarter? Oh, he's giving the ball up to David Lee. Gets the roll there. And like I said, he had a nice fourth quarter, but why are they going to David Lee down the stretch of the most important game of the regular season? David West, again, this time he just pulls in his face. Debo West getting it done. And then this time he's like, no Chipotle for you. D-Lee denied. And then why not cross court, put the cherry on top. The former Spur, David West, taking us home as we sit firmly atop the Western Conference throne. And oh yeah, San Antonio, we can beat you at home. By the way, we have this generation's greatest scorer lathering up for the playoffs. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.